Hello everyone, myself Pranay Sarkar and you are watching ChemPro YouTube channel. Please watch the complete video and don't skip. I promise you will get extra and learn the topic like never before. Today our topic is clusters. Then let's start. Structure determination of clusters. This is a very important topic from organometallic chemistry. Every time in NET, GATE and JAM, there is a short question from this topic. And I am making this topic very straightforward. We will learn the formulas and solve some questions. That's it. You can easily solve the question in no time. And I'm going to divide this topic in two parts. In first part, we are going to discuss the metal clusters, and in second part we will discuss these three parts, that is boron, carbon and central ions. So in metal cluster we are going to learn that there are two types of metal clusters. First one is LNCC, second one is HNCC. LNCC means low nuclearity carbonyl clusters, that is the number of metal ion in this cluster is less than or equal to 4, and this is the example Mn2CO10. And the HNCC means high nuclearity carbonyl clusters, and here the number of metal ion is greater than or equal to 5, and the example is RH6CO16. So from this first part we have three types of questions. First one is number of metal bonds in metal cluster, number of metal bonds per metal in metal cluster, and the structure determination of metal cluster. So from LNCC, examiner will ask these two parts, that is number of metal bonds and number of metal bonds per metal, and from HNCC clusters, that is they will ask the structure determination of metal cluster. So first thing first, the number of metal bonds in the metal cluster. To derive this, we have to know this formula, that is K equals to half into N into 18 minus V. So what is K? K is the number of metal bonds, N is the number of metals in the metal cluster, and V is the number of valence electrons. And this is a general formula, but if in the question the structure is square planar and it is mentioned, then we are going to use this formula. What is the difference about it? There is 16 in the place of 18. As we know that the square planar complex has the 16 electron configuration, Rest of the formula is same. Now from this topic we will solve some examples. First one, Mn2CO10. So for the valence electron calculation, this is for Mn, this is a D7 system, so 7 into 2, and CO has 2 electron, so 10 into 2, so the valence electron is the 34, and there is 2 Mn, that is N equal to 2, and from the formula K equal to N into 18 minus valence electron by 2, we can have the value 1. So you can easily say that there is one metal bond in this cluster, in the Mn2CO10 cluster. Second example is Ni2CO6 2 minus. Here the nickel is in +2 state and has the T10 configuration and CO contribute 2 electron. So the valence electron calculation is 10 into 2 plus 6 into 2 plus 2. This 2 is from this minus 2 charge. So the valence electron, total valence electron is 34. And from the formula, K equal to 2 into 18 minus 34 by 2, and the value of K is 1. That is, there is one metal-metal bond in the cluster. Third example is Mn mu2 PH2 and CO whole 4 whole 3. So for this valence electron calculation, Mn contributes 7 electron being a D7 system. So the third example is Mn mu2 PH2 CO4 whole 3, and for this the valence electron calculation is 7 plus 3. This 3 is contribution from the mu2 PH2, and this 4 is the number of CO, and 2 is the contribution from CO, and there are 3 units of this, so into 3. So the valence electron, this total valence electron is 54, and K equal to 3 into 18 minus 54 by 2, that is 0. That means there is 0 metal-metal bond in the cluster. So now question 4 or example 4 is this, and for this the hydrogen contribute only 1 electron, eta value whatever it is, and Cp contribute 5, NO has the contribution of 3, tungsten has the contribution of 6, and hydrogen is 1. So the total valence electron is 32, and the K is going to be 2 from using this formula. That means there is 2 metal-metal bonds in this cluster. Now example 5, CO3 CH CO9. So from this we can calculate the valence electron, total valence electron, that is 48. It is very easy, and from using this formula we can easily have the value of K, that is 3, and you can easily say that there is 3 metal-metal bonds in this cluster. Now example 6, and that is eta 2 C2H4 whole twice RH mu2H whole 2, and it is given that this cluster is a square planar cluster. So firstly we have to calculate the total valence electron, that is 28, and there is a little bit change, that is here the 16 in place of 18. So from this formula we can calculate the value of K, that is 2. That means there is 2 metal-metal bond in this cluster. Then example 7 is eta 5 Cp MO CO2 whole twice whole 2 minus. So from this we can calculate the valence electron. So the total valence electron is 32, and the value of K is 2, that is metal-metal bond is 2 in this cluster. Now example 8, eta 2 C2H4 RH mu2 Cl whole twice, and the given is this is also square planar. So the total valence electron is 32 here, and by using this formula, remember that the given is the cluster is square planar, so we have to use 16 here. So the value of k is 0. So the number of metal-metal bond in this cluster is 0. Now the number of metal-metal bonds per metal. So for this, you have to remember this formula, that is 18 minus valence electron by n. So this n is the number of metal and V equals to the total valence electron. So from this formula we can easily say that if the V by n value is 18, so we can easily say that there is 0 metal-metal bond per metal, and when it is 17 we can say there is 1 metal-metal bond per metal, and if the value is 16 we can easily say that there are 2 metal-metal bonds per metal. So let's discuss some example. First one is Fe3CO12. So here total valence electron calculation is 48, and from this formula we can easily have the value 2, that is there is 2 metal-metal bond per Fe. So as we know, the compound has this type of structure, this, and here also a third Fe. Like this. So you can say this Fe has, this metal has 2 metal-metal bond. So you can say there is 2 metal-metal bonds per the metal or per the Fe. Here the metal is Fe or iron. Then second example is CO4 CO12, and the total valence electron we can calculate easily, that is 60, and from this formula we can easily have the value 3. So the metal-metal bonds per CO is here 3, and for this we can have the structure like this. Here 3 CO, and fourth one, and the structure is like this. So you can say this CO has 3 metal-metal bond, this CO also has 3 metal-metal bond, and for rest of the CO this is same. So here the number of metal-metal bonds is 3 per cobalt. And now the structure determination of metal cluster. This is a very important part of this topic. So for structure determination of the metal cluster, we can follow the four steps. So for first step, we have to calculate the total electron count, and that is TEC, total electron count, or the total valence electron. Next, if there is any interstitial atom, we just have to add the valence electron to the TEC. So what is the interstitial atom? Here is example. In the cluster of ruthenium, there is a interstitial carbon. So we have to just add the number of electron, that is 4 for this carbon. We have to add this 4 to the total valence electron of this cluster. And step 3, we have to calculate the PEC, that is the polyhedral electron count, by this formula. So firstly we have to calculate the TEC value, that is total valence electron or total electron count, and we have to subtract the n into 12 value. What is n? N is the number of metal in the cluster, and we have to multiply with n with 12 and subtract the value of n into 12 from the TEC. So from this formula we can have the PEC or the polyhedral electron count. Next, fourth step is we have to divide the PEC by 2 and have a value. I can have the value. Just say let it is x. It is x. Let it is x. So now we have to convert this x in term of n. Let in the cluster the number of metal ion is 4, and we have the x value is like 7. So we have to convert this 7 like 4 into 3, that is n into 3. So by using this terminology we can have this short trick. If we can express or convert the x like n minus 1, so the structure is supercloso, and when it is n or n minus 0 then it is hypercloso. When n plus 1 it is closo. When n plus 2 it is nido. When n plus 3 it is arachno. When it is n plus 4 it is hypo, and when it is n plus 5 it is clado. So we can say if this is a cluster, so it will has the structure like arachno. It's a arachno cluster. So it will be very clear after the solvation of some example. So first example is RH6CO16. Here the total electron count is 86. You can follow the calculation. It is very easy. Here RH or rhodium is D9 system, so 9 into 6, and every CO or carbonyl contribute 2 electrons, so 2 into 16. So the TEC is the 86, and here 6 number of metal ion. So we have to subtract 6 into 12 from this TEC or this 86 value. So from this we can have the PEC value, that is polyhedral electron count is 14. Now the next step was the PEC by 2, that is 14 by 2 equal to 7, and here n is the 6, it is the n value. So we can just convert the 7 like 6 plus 1. So the structure of the cluster is closo. This is a closo structure. Now the second question is, or second example is Fe4CO13H minus. So the Fe4 will contribute 8 into 4, 32 electrons. From CO we can have 2 electron per CO, and there is 13 CO, and this is a H that will contribute 1, and for minus we can add the plus 1. So the total TEC is 60. Now the PEC is 60 minus 4 into 12, because n equal to 4 here. There is 4 iron or Fe ion. So the PEC value is 12. And by using this formula PEC by 2, that is we can have the 6, and we can convert this 6 like 4 plus 2, and this is n plus 2, and we previously learned that if n plus 2 is the formula, then we can say it is a nido cluster. The cluster has the structure like nido. Then RH7CO16, we can easily calculate the TEC value, that is 98, and the PEC is 98 minus 7 into 12, because there is 7 number of metal ion. So 98 minus 84 is 14, and from this formula 14 by 2 we can have the 7, and because there is the number of metal is 7, so we can just write like this 7 plus 0, that is hyperclosed structure of this cluster. Now fourth example is Ru5CCO16, that is the number of Ru here is 5, the n equal to 5, and TC has the value of 76. By using the formula of valence electron count for Ru or ruthenium, there is 8 electron contribution, and for 5 Ru there is 40 electron contribution, 8 into 5, and this carbon is the interstitial carbon in the cluster of Ru. Then for CO there is 2 electron contribution, and there is 16 CO, that is, and total the total electron count is 76. So the PEC will be 76 minus 5 into 12, because there is 5 metal ion or ruthenium ion. So the 76 minus 60 is 16, and by using PEC by 2 we can have the value 8, and we can write 8 like 5 plus 3, that is N plus 3, and the structure is arachno. Then example 5 is Ru5NCO14, and there is a minus charge. So the TC or total electron count is very easy, that is 74. And N is the interstitial atom here. So the TC value is 74, and for PEC we can write 74 minus 5 into 12, because the N value is 5. So we can have the PEC 14, and by using this PEC by 2 we can have the value 7, because the N is the 5 here, so we can write 7 like 5 plus 2, that is N plus 2, and that was the Neato structure formula. Now sixth example is OS5CCO15. Here also the C is interstitial atom, and we can calculate the TC 74. So the PEC is 74 minus 12 into 5, because the N value is 5. So we can have the PEC 14. So PEC by 2 is the value 7, and we can write the 7 like 5 plus 2, and the structure is Neato. Seventh example is Fe4CCO12 2 minus. C is the interstitial atom. So the PEC here is 62. 8 into 4 plus 4 plus 2 into 12 plus 2 is 62, and PEC is 62 minus 4 into 12, that is N value is 4 here, because 4 Fe ion. So PEC value is 14, and by using PEC by 2 formula we can have this value 7, and we can write this 7 like 4 plus 3. So the cluster has the structure of like arachno. Thanks for watching the complete video. If you really enjoyed, please like the video and subscribe the channel to motivate me, and hit the bell icon to get all the notifications. And if you have any suggestion or query, please comment down below.